Prime Minister Rajiv Gandhi arrived at Sri Perambudur, Tamil Nadu on May 21, 1991 as a part of the election campaign for the upcoming elections. While Rajiv Gandhi was walking towards the dais to deliver his speech, a woman named Dhanu approached Rajiv Gandhi pretending as she came to greet him. Then, she bent down to touch his feet and pressed a button on the belt tied around her waist, which led to an explosion. The explosion killed Rajiv Gandhi, Dhanu, and at least 14 other people. Who is Dhanu and why Prime Minister Rajiv Gandhi was assassinated? To know this, let's go back to the past. Liberation Tigers of Tamil Eelam, commonly known as LTTE, was a Tamil militant organization founded in 1976 by Velupillai Prabhakaran. LTTE aims to secure an independent state of Tamil Eelam in the north and east of Sri Lanka because of the harsh state policies of Sri Lankan government towards Tamils. LTTE was involved in armed clashes against Sri Lankan government, and by late 1980s, LTTE was a dominant Tamil militant group in Sri Lanka. During that period, Tamil people who raised their voice against the Sri Lankan government were beaten to death. Seeing all the scenario happening in Sri Lanka from 1984 to 1987, Indian Prime Minister Rajiv Gandhi provided arms, training and support to 6 Tamil militant organizations including LTTE. In July 1987, for the first time, India was directly involved in the conflicts by airdropping food parcels into a city in the north of Sri Lanka called Jaffna. This news was known to J.R. Jayawardene, the president of Sri Lanka at that time. After the negotiations between Rajiv Gandhi and J.R. Jayawardene, India and Sri Lanka signed an agreement known as Indo-Sri Lanka Accord on 29th of July 1987. Under the terms of the agreement, the Sri Lankan government agreed to some of the demands of Tamils, which included transfer of power to north and east states of Sri Lanka where Tamils used to live, and official status was given to Tamil language. The other point of the agreement was to withdraw all the arms from the militant groups to the Indian Army. Under the terms of agreement, India need to withdraw all the arms from the Tamil militant organizations. This agreement hurt Prabhakaran, and LTTE refused to return the arms to the Indian Army. To abide by the rules of the agreement, Rajiv Gandhi has sent Indian Peacekeeping Force, formerly known as IPKF, to disarm LTTE and other militant groups. In return, there was an armed clash between LTTE and IPKF, which resulted in the death of hundreds of lives. After 2 years, the general elections were held in India in 1989, in which the Congress has lost its power and VP Singh became the next Prime Minister of India. After VP Singh had taken charge as the Prime Minister of India, he ordered Indian Peace Force to withdraw from Sri Lanka. Within 2 years of the election, VP Singh resigned as Prime Minister due to some political reasons. As a result, the government collapsed and the elections were held again in 1991. This time, many surveys estimated that Congress will win the election. The survey news scared Prabhakaran because if Rajiv Gandhi takes charge as the Prime Minister, there is a possibility to send Indian Peacekeeping Force back to Sri Lanka, which will destroy LTTE aim of securing a separate Tamil state. So, Prabhakaran made a plan to assassinate Rajiv Gandhi during one of his election campaigns. Prabhakaran had got to know that Rajiv Gandhi was coming to Sri Perambudur in Tamil Nadu for his election campaign. So, Prabhakaran sent his trainees, including Dhanu, to Sri Perambudur on 21st of May 1991. Dhanu had tied a belt around her waist which contains RDX. When Rajiv Gandhi stepped out of his white ambassador car at Sri Perambudur, many well-wishers, Congress party workers and school children are waiting to present him with a garland. One of them among the crowd is Dhanu. Dhanu came closer to Rajiv Gandhi and pretended to touch his feet, but she pressed the button on the belt containing RDX. Like so, Rajiv Gandhi was assassinated. Therefore, according to me, militant organizations and terrorist groups only result in loss of lives and provide no solutions. The only thing that gives us a solution is proper negotiations, keeping human rights in mind. If you like our video and our explanation, subscribe to our channel and also share this video with your friends and family. Thank you.